and welcome along to everyone who's joining us for our live broadcast today. We are full steam ahead for this from the gantry, but we have to report to you first up that the match itself, whilst not jeopardised by the weather, certainly may have its dynamic affected by this torrential steroid rain which is upon us and which has appeared almost from nowhere in the hour or so up to kick-off. It could prove a considerable test for the officials and certainly for the players. We do have our fingers crossed that it won't affect the game itself, but I tell you what, this could be a bit different. Shot at goal! Xavi lobs it in gently. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Big chance! Hits one! He's going after it. Tries one!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Plays it out to the flank. Cuts it out. Milan were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Gets it upfield. Either side yet able to find the net. Cristiano Ronaldo. Keeper's got good distance on that. Good ball. It's a good foot in there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Defending. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. He's got away. Pull it. Pull it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Milan are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, good ball. Beckham. The half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're already into the second period. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Just brushed off the ball there. Messi. Milan come here off the back of that highly entertaining 2-2 draw. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Keeper has beaten it away. Xavi plays it. Massive leap! Sticks it away! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Looks to thread it through.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Keeper goes long. Tries to dink it in. Laid back in. Got a sight of goal here. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Drilled in low.
Milan are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Messi looking to run onto it. He's got the ball glued to his feet. It's a loose ball.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Going through. Gets it back. Aimed long and direct. And the referee brings it to a close. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away.
Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The team's indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. Clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. This is, of course, the Maracanã. It is a vast stadium, which many, and rightly so, consider the spiritual home of the world game. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Who else but Lionel Messi? I don't need to tell anyone what he's capable of. Some critics don't rate him as the best player on the planet. That's because the Argentinian, for me, is on a different planet.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Swung over into the middle. Hits one! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's been taken straight back. Keeper goes long. Messi. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Floats one over. And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
And a header! He scored! Wow, he was never going to miss from there.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Crosses it. Gets up to head it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goal-kicking there to back up his high-class wage.
Kozak. Kozak! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Plays it out to the wing, and it's got through. Shakes the shoots! This could fall anywhere! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, 45, looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Has a swing at it! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
And it's Messi. Space to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's left his man. Corner it is. In with a header! Oh, taken with style! And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Nicely measured pass. He's off on a marauding run. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to dink it in, and he's cut it out. Pull it. Done very well to intervene. And the weighted pass. Cristiano Ronaldo! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
You get the feeling that whoever scores the next goal here will be the winners of this tie. They can't afford to waste chances like that, though.
Kozak. He's got through. Going through. Going for goal! It's broken loose.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well played, he saw that coming. Oh, flags up.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on.
Played out to the right. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Pull it. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. No, he's missed it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably... Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. And already we're underway here. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. And he's going long. This is promising. Ronaldo! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Cut out in the nick of time. Tries to stroke it through. Ronaldo! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to...
Shoots! And he's done it! First blood drawn.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
And now, if I'm not mistaken, he's just one shy of the leading goal scorer. So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Aimed low and direct. And it's Messi. Hoists it high. Can he put it away? It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
He's had a go! That really should have hit the net.
Well, they're being made to force the issue, but they need to be patient and a little more composed.
And the first half is done. Now to review the first half.
Oh, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. It's a good foot in there. It's a brilliant interception. Yeah. Ronaldo. Lobs it in gently. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Bullet. It's got through to him. He's got away. Can he find has a hit? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Towering header! He will be livid with himself. The through ball is intercepted. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and having notched a goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulders as much as he'll want.
Needs to get it forward quickly. Defending was strong and firm. Messi will set up 2 goals. Messi. Oh, good interception. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Trying to get there, chip through. Oh, good ball. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. No foul, says the referee. Dinks one in. Ball through needs to be good here.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
And that's that. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance and a result which is well deserved. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. It shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths of the other. The stadium has that feel of a genuine Colosseum. It could only be Rome. We have already... He's had a go! That's a lovely try, but not to be.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
It's a loose ball. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Hoists it high. Dinks one in. And that's been levered clear. He's made sure that that won't get through. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming.
That's a Stephen.
Trying to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
De Rossi, still goalless at the moment. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
That's a Stephen.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure. That's a Stephen.
Aimed low and direct. Big chance, must be! Ronaldo! There it is! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home.
And we've reached half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Ronaldo! Really well taken goal. And with that goal comes comfort. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left his foot, it looked unstoppable. That was thumped.
And he has been fouled there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this...
Can he score? They've scored! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
He's gone out of play. It's going to be another another throw. So the manager making the last of his changes. Loose. Forward it goes. Now it's Messi. Plays it out to the flank. Messi hits that long. His left is Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Up for the header! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
So the ball's gone out of play, and a change is upcoming. Swept, and the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Loose ball, who's going to get there?
Rome are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Xavi floats one over. Aimed long and direct. Done very well to intervene. Gets it upfield. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Rome have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Has a hit! Good stop, that wasn't easy. And that will be the final act. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. We're with you from the Maracanã that has for so long been Rio's leading world-class venue. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running. And the finish! That's a lovely try, but not to be.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Pull it. Shoots! That is wayward.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Pushes it out wide. Drilled in. He's gone for it! Goal! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Swept in, looking to shoot! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Great leap! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Ronaldo, pushing half-time and still behind. Can he make something happen now? Crosses into the area. I think that's a goal kick. Yes, the referee concurs. Aimed long and direct. It's a goal kick. And the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence, and not rush into mistakes.
And the game has already resumed here.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Plays it out to the flank. And he just whacks it away.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Cuts it out. There's a long ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dashing forward at pace. It's come loose. it. What are you thinking?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
So ball's got out of play, and a change is upcoming. Forward it goes. Iniesta. Tries to stroke it through. Defence has got rid of that. Whipped in. Boots it to safety. Looks to thread it through. Knocks it away. Through. Clears it out of harm's way.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a loose ball. Aimed long and direct.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He's had a go! Saved only by poor finishing. There's going to be a change now with the ball out of play.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Hasebe. Forward it goes. And the weighted pass. Drills one in. Now, can he capitalise? And the ball's come out! Tries to get it forward quickly. And that will be the final act. Well, that is truly disappointing. It is a result. Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The team's indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. This is, of course, the Maracanã. It is a vast stadium, which many, and rightly so, consider the spiritual home of the world game. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Messi with a long pass. Just a keep, Ronaldo! It's in! That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left his foot, it looked unstoppable. That was thumped.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Keeper goes long. Well played, he saw that coming. Leicester, it's being played forward. Dinks one in. Petit. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Trying to get there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ball glued to his feet. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
It's anyone's ball. Forward it goes. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. He's having a go. Goalkeepers to play. Bullet. And the through ball is intercepted. Lobs it in gently. And that's been levered clear. Deftly done. Looking for space out wide. That has put a stop to that. Bullet. Gets it upfield. We hit half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leading 1-0 at the break. We are. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Goes for goal! Danger averted for now. And it's hoisted clear. Still just a single goal between the sides. Yeah. Played into space out wide. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Time for a change in personnel.
good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Going through. And that has been clubbed away. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. And he just whacks it away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So, the manager making the last of his changes. Great leap! Oh no, he's got that completely wrong. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, the ride is still a bit bumpy, Peter, so they're chasing the cushion of a second goal.
Tries to get it forward quickly. That's great strength on the ball. Hits one! No mistake! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The referee's awarded a free kick. Looks to thread it through.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Yeah. Bukayev. Pogba. Oh, it's open. Has a pop! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. There is nowhere quite like Anfield for its history, for its tradition, a place where so many of English football's most famous tales have been staged. Liverpool have been going through a pretty rough time of late. It is safe to say that their form coming into this game is not good at all.
Testing times lie ahead, Peter. The problem is that it's hard to draw on any positive at the moment, even though they'll claim that they're not quite getting the breaks just now. Lady Luck has seemingly turned her back on them and shunned their calls for help. If they have more to them than we've been seeing, then it has to emerge here. They understand the consequences if that does not happen.
So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This one's a no-brainer. It's got to be.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Messi. Leash. Liverpool were imperious when the two sides last met. The fans are asking for more of the same. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then...
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Oh, good interception. Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Cafu plays it over to the other flank. And that's been levered clear. Tries to switch the play. Not leash.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's on a plate. And he's there to cut it out. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Hit long and direct. Tries to cross. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Will be a throw-in. Arbeloa. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Boots it to safety. Ian Rush. Pull it. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Roberto Carlos! Oh, that's quite incredible!
And listen, when you've got somebody of his calibre in your team, then your chances are always pretty good. And they've gone one up again with such a super goal that sets them up perfectly now for the rest of this second half.
And he's produced a beauty. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Bobble. Now it's Messi. Hoists it high. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Plays it out to the flank. Luis Suarez! That is gorgeous! A finish right from the top draw.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Liverpool grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Barnes. Just brushed off the ball there. Played into space out wide, cuts it out. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Goes long. Oh, well defended, that had to be done.
Liverpool showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Gets it upfield. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Forward it goes. Knocks it away. Barnes.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Ian Rush. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it's ended in a draw, draft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific and crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. As we survey the stands of the Maracanã, what a sight it is, a terrific sight, awash with colour, as always has been the case. Just joining us, we are already underway. And that's been lever clear. Ronaldinho. Kaka. Dashing forward at pace. And the weighted pass. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Looks to thread it through. Clears it out of harm's way. Forward it goes.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And it's Messi. Battles to win it back. Messi tries lifting it over. Boots it to safety. Ball's gone out of play. Shoots! Saved only by poor finishing. Ronaldinho. It is deadlocked. He's got options out wide. Header! Good delivery, but no joy.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Ronaldinho. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Gets his foot in there. It's a goal kick. Cuts it out. He's made sure that that won't get through. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're already back underway here.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
That is as far as they're going to go.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Sticks in a foot to win it back. Oh, good interception. Roberto Carlos. to dink it in. Now surely... Bullet! Good stop, that wasn't easy. And it's hoisted clear. Lofted into the middle. Clearance and very necessary.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And he just whacks it away. Messi. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to dink one in. Done very well to intervene. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a going for goal! In it goes! And that could well be the winner! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left his foot, it looked unstoppable. That was thumped.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows, so concentration is key from here.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Iniesta. Big chance here! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. Roberto Carlos! It's struck first time. What a hit, the save was firm. The final whistle. Well, that is not the outcome they were after. A truly disappointing defeat. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, look, Peter, no matter what the circumstances, in my career there was always a call for ending the season on a winning note, go out on a high, and then obviously a more forensic reflection could begin on what needs to be altered during the close season.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.